son's tantalizing. Rob, hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a music.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. Quick slant, complete to Turner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
He gets it complete to Harris. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Second down and 4. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Minshew. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Raiders at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now Minshew. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. 1st down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is White on the screen. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a Raider, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Fields now to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Raiders 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Raiders 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Option play, here's White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Tyree Wilson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Muscles by at the 25.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now it's Fields. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be third down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now.
35, Raiders 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And now they'll shift things around.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. He's got it.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Again, this is White. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And Wilson won the Triple Crown at Michigan last season. Catches, yards, and receiving touchdowns. And certainly answered the moment in the Rose Bowl with the biggest catch of the season for the Wolverines. Very sudden in his route running with strong hands.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On the draw, it's Harris. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Steelers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,
hey, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That phone for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion. They're straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the payout. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The Bay watch the women. I go meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moon and I'm shot bullet.